love to be a Formula One driver, but
Okay.
obviously that's a bit. But I used to play football beforehand, so I probably would go and play football.
Looking at it, we were like, oh, well, they had this closed marathon course when they ran the sub 2 hour marathon. When Kipchoge ran that sub, and they're like, why didn't they just blast music throughout that? Because that, that's another little, they're trying to do every little thing to get every little
really kind of help
bit
it,
of performance. And it was like, wow, that was something that they could have done extra that they neglected. Like,
yeah.
Then we'd be out in the wilderness and I'd be like looking for trails when we were out on exercise, and everybody used to say to me, for God's sake, why do you want to run it? Just because I can.
Do you prefer sports nutrition or real food?
You've got to have a mix of both, I think. I think it's the sensible option is to have a bit of both.
Do you prefer flat routes or hilly routes?
That's hard on that, actually. Probably a bit of a mix of both.
Now that I'm getting older, the long endurance ones, the short, sharp stuff's great, and it gets you pretty fit pretty quickly. But I think as I'm getting older, I'm more injury prone. So the longer sort of endurance stuff is much more me. I think.
I've got a power playlist specifically for some of my harder workouts, and I will plug it in, turn the volume up, and Chris will get nothing out of me till the end of that session. So it definitely makes a difference, doesn't it?
You need to publicly share your playlist now, because now I wanna borrow it for a workout.
Next one, do you prefer the road, the trail, or the track?
Oh, see, that's a tricky one. So it depends where I do. So I like the track because I probably like them more. I know it sounds weird, but
gives you a chance to stop and slow down and go for a walk.
Definitely.
So it's flat. I find it really hard because you just have to keep running.
Yeah.
Whereas I like an excuse to slow down and walk a bit.
What's your go-to post-race food?
Anything with potatoes, pretty much. A potato-based food is always good.
If you asked me 2 months ago, I'd say the road, but the trail now, without a doubt, especially in this weather. So I'm on the fence a bit, but I'll have to say the trail.
There's a nice appeal of the trail. You can kind of get a nice bit of headspace out there.
Definitely, just getting lost with the scenery and with nature, I suppose. It's amazing.
Come back from long rides, and my hands have been so frozen I haven't been able to open the door with the key.
Post-race, usually whatever's available at the tables, bananas or cookies or whatever they have.
Oh God, these are great questions. I'm not a morning person. As you can tell, I'm sipping on my coffee as we're talking. I'm not a morning person, so I definitely prefer running in the late afternoon or evening.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay.
There wouldn't be one.
Just stop.
I would have to run. I'd have to be outdoors. It'd have to be walking, but walking's not the same. You don't get the buzz at all. It's nice being out, but you need to run. I need to run. So even if both my legs fell off, I'd still find a way to go for a run.
Probably like beer, which I love like a hoppy IPA beer or something like that, like post race. And I'll eat anything, right? Like food wise, like pizza, so good. My wife makes a really good pizza, and so we probably have pizza once a week, and that's fantastic.
Swimming's probably the thing I like doing the least, but where I used to dislike it, now I actually enjoy doing it. So I sort of enjoy all three. But it's gone from hated to almost as good as the other. Yeah.
Yes, I'm a runner. I've been running for about 25 years. I started, I'd say, rather late, but it's been pretty much on and off. I've had times where I ran a lot, and then times where I was running less. Times where I was injured and spending a lot of my week off work at the physiotherapist as well. So nobody's perfect.
On my own with music, and then when I'm with someone, without, unless I don't know how they think about that, mate, because sometimes they put music on, so they must be fed up and me speaking.
For training in hot weather or cold weather?
Ooh, I would say cold, but sometimes it's nice to be out in the sun.
As you do when you've had a few beers, you think, I could do one of them, why not? Jeremy Clarkson's school of thought, how hard could it be?
Lovely. What's your go-to post-race food or meal?
Ooh, anything I can get my hands on, probably.
Hot weather, I'm mad.
I prefer cold weather. It's easier to warm up than it is to cool down. That's my argument.
I train in the summer house. Well, I've got my watt bike. In the summer, I've got I don't have any fans for my watt bike, so you can imagine when I do hard sessions in there.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a, but yeah, I prefer hot weather. Yeah.
Do you stretch regularly? Yes or no?
No, I don't. I should do. I preach it to all of our club members after we've done a running session. I'll make sure that everybody stretches off. But I'm.
Depending on the time of the week, I think hilly routes the weekend, flat routes in the week.
Oh, post-race food. I like spaghetti bolognese. So pass the bolognese. Yeah, I think that's the crack of that one.
15 quick fire questions just to find out a bit more about you and, well, basically your running. So I'm ready when you are.
I don't know if I'm ready, but go ahead anyway.
And the last one, if you couldn't do your current sport, what would your alternative sport be?
That's a tough one. I'm not good at that. So rock climbing would be really, really cool. I've enjoyed that in the past. I think that would be amazing.
If I could not run, of course, I teach my students in the classes I to coach that anyone can walk. So I probably, I guess, would walk. Not a cyclist, so wouldn't be doing any duathlons like you guys.
Okay.
So ready when you are.
I'm ready. Don't trip me up.
Cold. Yeah, cold you can wrap up, put extra layers on. When it's hot, you've got nothing left to take off.
Pretty much.
Definitely the trail. I do run on the roads. I do some workouts on the track, but definitely prefer the trail.
Post. Oh, that's a good question. Maybe a bit of chocolate. I know I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done all that exercise. I just need to feel like
something,
get a bit of sugar back in it. And it's a treat, isn't it?
Quick.
Ooh, that's a hard one. I'm not sure. I played football when I was younger, and I had to stop when I had the brain up, so I'm not allowed to hit the ball anymore. But yeah, if I could still play football, I'd play football. Yeah.
Ooh, blimey. Quickly in the door, it's like egg on toast does the job, because it's quick and easy. Eggs are good.
Good
Can't
shout.
go wrong with egg. So egg on toast. If I'm feeling extravagant, egg on cheese on toast.
Where about the races? Well, yeah, exactly. Where you are in the races? So I think. I mean, obviously, I have a banana, but I'm not calling that as a meal. So.
Oh, interesting. Real food, of course, but then during a race, sometimes you just don't have the choice. So sports nutrition.
Biking, I love biking. I love going fast. I don't love how expensive biking is. Swimming is probably, in some ways, the most boring of the three sports. So that's another sport. Like I could give up swimming probably. I've kind of grown to love it. There's definitely something peaceful about being under the water. And this is where like, I'm going to sell you on the sport of swimming at some point.
Okay.
It's like, there is some, and I'll figure out a way. I'll make a video and we'll talk about like how, therapeutic it is to just like be underwater.
I don't actually race Ironman, but obviously the Kona Hawaii Ironman Championships would be something great to do. Roth in Germany is another Ironman event, which would be great. My other event, which I really wanted to do, I actually did 2 years ago now, seems closer because that COVID year sort of didn't happen. But in 2019, I did a half Ironman triathlon in Nice, France.
Nice.
So That's a really hilly course. It's got a Category 1 climb that they do in the Tour de France in the middle of the course. So that was one that sort of really suited me.
So the next one, do you prefer short, fast training sessions or long endurance training sessions?
Can I say both? Is that an acceptable answer? So I do.
Is being a gym rat a sport?
It could be a sport. I've had someone say badminton, so definitely being a gym rat can be one.
Then gym rat, I guess.
Do you stretch regularly? Yes or no?
No.
Well, around here, you don't have a choice. You have to do hilly routes. So I guess that's my preference.
Go out outside my door over there, and I'm just up a steep hill like that. It's like a 14% incline. So it's my calves are
brilliant training.
Quite big already.
I prefer a flat route. I'm shocking when it comes to hills.
I didn't say I was good at it. I just say I like them.
You just enjoy them more.
I don't take music with me anymore. I used to, but I find it hard to keep a pace with a drum beat going.
Longer the better. Yeah, short and fast is hard work.
Short is hard work.
Long is a nice day out, and you get to see loads of stuff.
I'm probably I'm not a great stretcher. I might do it occasionally, but no. I tend to do it more when I'm injured.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than that, football, used to play that when I was younger. Maybe tennis as well. I quite enjoyed tennis as well when I was little. Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe give that a whirl. If I found some people to play with, that'd be good.
Especially during COVID, I'm surrounded by running trails where I live. And suddenly during COVID, where we were restricted to 1 hour of exercise per day, they suddenly became very congested with every single person wanting to go out.
What is your go-to post-race food?
Oh, I'm not hungry after a race. Okay, bananas.
I might definitely have to check out the getting into swimming because I swim like a brick. I swim straight down, and that's about the extent of it. So I stick to the running side of things.
You know, there's a healthy option and a not so healthy option. So the healthy option is I usually eat a couple of yogurts to get some quick, easy protein into my body to help the recovery. And then if I'm also a little bit of a sugar addict, so I'll go for a couple of donuts.
No, that sounds brilliant. Yeah, no, thanks very much for giving us a chance. And yeah, enjoy it. Yeah.
I do both, but prefer the longer ones.
Okay.
A little slower pace.
So the next one is, what is your bucket list race? That one race you would really like to do?
Oh, blimey. I haven't really got one.
Yeah, I prefer the long distance, especially on the trails where me and Lee, we tend to walk up the hills a lot of them.
Yeah.
And then just run when we want to run, really.
Ooh, it's a tough one. Do I have a least favourite? I'm not sure I have a least favourite. I'm probably weakest on the bike, if I'm honest.
Kilometres, because the numbers are bigger. It sounds more impressive.
What's your go-to post-race food or meal?
Oh, a pint of Guinness.
Nice, good choice.
That's a meal in itself, isn't it? A pint of Guinness.
Pretty much. So yeah, thank you for taking the time to chat to me.
You're more than welcome. It was good. It was not as scary as I thought it was going to be.
No, it's. I just thought they're nice, kind of fun little questions, but there are some in there that you just think, oh, I don't know. Bonus question. So the bonus question is, out of the 3 disciplines, so running, cycling, and swimming, which is your least favourite and why?
Neither, actually.
Okay.
I think I like the idea of getting up really, really early, and on occasion I do. But actually, I'm more of a kind of middle of the day kind of person.
Well, I used to be a lot bigger than this. So I was 4.5 stone this time last year, heavier. So I've lost a lot of weight since then, but I still love my food, so I can't go real food.
Next one. Do you stretch regularly, yes or no?
No, but this is my thing that I want to. So we all have things that we want to work on, right?
Yeah.
And that is on my hit list.
Ooh, that's a good question. I think probably Challenge Roth in Germany.
Okay.
and he was sat there and he had a Iron Man finisher's tattoo on the back of his leg. So I sort of spotted that and I thought, oh, I recognise that. And
Hills, always hills. Yeah. I love a challenge, I really do. So yeah, hills for me.
It's a great initiative. Thanks for doing that, and thanks for having me. It's really cool. I like your setup. I like the Baby Yoda. It's really
And this is setup number 2.
Running is my favorite by far because I grew up running. I still love running. You can just throw on your shoes and go out the door. It's the one sport that I'll never give up on trying to do. Even if I'm just 80 years old and I'm walking out there, I'd call it running or something like that. I'll keep trying to run.
Ooh, probably the road because I'm not keen on mud.
I know.
A trail runner, Ginger Al. I've been trail running now for, I've forgotten how many years. There's lots of years.
Real food. Aye, no, definitely proper food. Just give me a Cornish pasty or something to eat.
If I had to, I could give up swimming, although I do think it's very easy on your body and there's no risk of getting hit by a car typically. It's hard for me to say like, oh, which sport is my least favorite and which one is my favorite. That's a tough question and I don't think I did a good job answering it.
Trail running. Yeah, running for trails and biking on the road, yeah.
Do you stretch regularly? Yes or no?
Not enough.
Nice. Do you stretch regularly? Yes or no? This is the one that catches a lot of people out.
Define regularly because that depends. I stretch within a week. I do stretch at least once.
Okay, that could definitely be regularly if you do it every week.
Okay, cool. Yes.
Probably have to go with the masses and almost say the swim, I think.
Badminton.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that one. No, but you did do quite a good job at starting to sell me on swimming. Swimming's definitely not my strong point.
But yeah, I think you could be good. I think you could be a great swimmer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.